start coming at you with another game of Total War 3 Kingdoms. We're here in 190, expanded again, the greatest mod. It's a new version pretty recently. We are here with the Wuhuan hordes, but the Wuhuan aren't here. No, it's just some guys working for us at this point. We got Ganning. We got some okay fighters here, but there are 2 full stacks, and ours are not full. But, you know, I think... You know, they don't have a bunch of crazy powerful stuff here, right? Like, these are destroyable folks. They're not paying very much for them, though. They are not paying very much for them. Now, they've got bows and stuff around, but we're just going to... They've got a few hybrid units in here and there, right? But we've got 6, like 10 archers that are quite solid, so we're going to try to get a very small point of fighting and do it there. Now, normally, I would sometimes try to fight, like, at the entrance. I think we might do that here. We'll see. We'll see what the map is. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, I thought we were in a minor settlement. It's possible that I moved back to a major, but I think what's going on here is this minor settlement. Oh my goodness, well, if we have these towers, okay, that's a horse of a different color. We're gonna fight right in here. But they don't have, like, cavalry here. One of their retinues, no, over here. Okay, like, that retinue is invisible. I think we just sort of let them get in and then fight them here. Yeah, we'll just let them get in. I think that's fine. And here, we'll just build a barricade here and here so that they have to go around this way. Barricade there so no one can go there. This will, no, see, this would stop us from running around the flank here, right? And I don't think they'll get all the way over here. If they do, then I'll, you know, regret it. But I think we'll be fine. Because what we've got is a big, beautiful wall of folk. And with those there, they'll either have to, yeah, if they come in this side... They come in this side, they won't be able to get in at all. No, let's leave that one there so that they're funneled in here. We'll get the hidden axes here. They can fight a bit too, so that'll be useful. These guys have some bows. We just they always have fire arrows. That's right. We need to be careful with them. Bum, bum, bum. Because we're just going to put Ganning over here and try to kill him. We're just going to try to one-shot him. And we'll have them here to fight on the front. With double Shanbei Macemen, they're not getting in there. We'll do that one, so even if they do come in this side, they'll still have to go the long way around, or... No, let's block this one too. And then the only routes in without the barricades will be this one right here. That's okay. We'll be able to respond well enough there. We can go out this way if we need. Because what's going to happen here is an absolutely devastating level of fire. Like, you know what? Why don't we fight up here? On this side, there's no reason not to. We'll spin off a unit of red cav there, while keeping the vast bulk of all of the archers right here, because they're going to just melt fools when they come in. Hardened blades we need at the front, because they have northern courage and small unit sizes. Alright, well... And then they're still going to come in, but they'll either go this way or that way, and if they go that way, we'll have plenty of time to react. And we'll just throw the fire down like so. That way, if they do elect to try to go in there, maybe we can get some damage on them. All right, let's see what the future will hold for us. 2 hours later. All right, now we just need to get up here. Oh, yeah, and he's got hail of arrows and stuff, too. That's right. But let's see if downpour hits. We got a 35% chance to make it work. Oh, yeah, baby. Deleted. Deleted from playoff contention. And this retinue, of course, is going to have a bad time. We're going to get around the back and hit it with a hail. Ah, we messed it up. You know, getting in front of them is fine, too. Alright, what's going on over here? We're just taking some hits. We're gonna... Alright, they're spreading around, but we're fine here. You know, we're not getting shot there. That's what really matters. And Gan Ning is... You know, it actually did plenty of work, and we're just going to get onto the back, onto these bowmen. These forces, they're going to be a problem here, but we're just going to get off of our horses here. Because the thing is, we're going to try to get around the back. The thing is we have incredibly powerful fighters here in the brawl, in the front, and a ton of archers. So all we have to do is, you know, win these fights here, get engaged, and I think Gan Ning, if we run in here, can make them all run, but yeah, let's do that. Because they're going to come in this way, but these fools... There we go, beautiful. You know, I shouldn't have feared a thing. The strong bandit world, doing great. The Janbei Macemen, you know, they've got a full unit count, but they're getting beat up here, but at least the one strategist is gone, and our mighty archers are mightily throwing at them. We need to get a little bit more juice into the front here. I think this army will be around before too long, but they don't have a good way in, right? Right. Gan Ning. you know, engages a bit there, and they run, but we need to re-engage here. Get that mighty knockback. Try to, there we go, get those spears running. We just need to keep cycle charging on this front. We'll let the cav deal with these fools as they can. Crucially here, we delete all of their forces on the front, and that is devastating. Yes, that is devastating indeed. We are certainly going to get this. I am having a great time, baby. Because we're just running around in here, and sure, you know, some of the Hardened Blades are getting a little beat up, but hey, all of these heroes are leaving, and now they're... You know, they're very haphazardly getting in. We shouldn't have come out to fight these archers. It's okay. We shouldn't have done it, though. We'll be able to get away from these spears, I hope, and we'll just run out there. You know, we'd be much better served by some force multipliers. But here, the Macemen gonna go ahead and get back into the shield wall, right? And then here, we just start rolling over the fools. Get here on the Axe Warriors now that the spears have left us. Alright, and on this front, an absolute crushing victory there. Let's just bring everybody back in. And we need to get these guys marked here. We have a ton of ammo still. So that's wonderful, and of course, we are. Oh yeah, look at these fools go down. There's some red cav here, but now they're streaming into our archer fire, and our archers are basically still in their final forms. Here we let them charge in at the Shanbei Macemen. That's very bad for us, but okay, we get away with it there. Like, we shouldn't be letting these heroes in, but we're alright now. And although these red cav are, you know, a little bit out in the wind, you know, we'll get them here and here. And on this front, yes, as planned, gunning, got the snipe, gets the murder. And if they get in, you know, these towers are no slouches either if they even get inside, but are very amazing swift skirmishers and bandit bowmen. They're all valuable. But anyway, this is great, right? Because we get a lot of post-battle loot. A fight that you win is the greatest of all fights. Crucially, we now know some things about Koreans, right? Low morale on a lot of these troops, so we can beat them up, you know, with our superior quality. You know, it's just a matter of, is there anything we have to be afraid of? They've got good abilities. A lot of their strategists have high armor. But here, that's everything. And now we can pull that cav over this way. And now he's going to get on foot. He's going to get tenacious. He's going to hit him with the immobilize. And then we're going to, yeah, boom, baby. Now he's going to get the break speed off. And she's going to run out here, get it done. Our cav in the background looked like they finally broke, but that's okay, you know. But the thing about Swift Skirmishers is they're also amazing fighters when they're out of ammo. They're really, really very good at fighting. And, so... Get the men back into line! Alright, she's embroiled in spears. Nope, almost was, but we noticed in time. Beautiful stuff. And then here, we're gonna be swinging in. Right here, yep. There we go. And the Daring Daredevils trying to get a shot at this oil here. Because if they would just get a shot on this oil, as the troops run away, they'll run into it, and that would be good, you know. Gan Ning can do it. And here, the hidden axes playing beautifully. Yeah, great stuff. These fools never had a chance. You never had me. You never had your car. Are we doing a hail of arrows inside of this? That's not what I want to do. Here we go. And now we're going to see... Alright, 182 kills. How big can a hail of arrows be in this sort of density? I mean, you can still get 80 kills out of it. In the perfect time. Oh, and then now they're going to run away, not into the fire. That's smart of them. Well, that just means we'll go start a fire over here. Get out here, and, you know, just like that. A perfect, awesome battle. A great defense, you know. We had the full defender stack, and then, you know, it was a hodgepodge of our own forces. But importantly, we had our purples and our blues at full strength, and, you know, we're seeing a couple hundred kills on all the archers. That's what you want to see. That is what you want to see. Because if Gan Ning gets this fire right here, and then they all, you know, run through it on the way out or in. Fire patches are super good, and I almost never use them right. Yep, well, you know, he politely waits for all of them to get out first. Funny stuff. But the Highland Lancers running here. And crucially, of course, we're in our zone. Yeah, I thought we were in a minor settlement, but maybe we left that one. I thought we were in a minor settlement, but this, you know, Korea is no easy nut to crack. I wonder if we keep this map. I wonder if we keep this map. Well, I mean, it's already mine. What if we keep this map? I already live here. What am I talking about? Yeah, we keep this map. Boom, baby. A mighty defense. I'm glad I didn't do that last night. I would not have been capable of getting amped enough for it. We get a little chunk of the post-battle loots. This guy's the Minister of Horse Management. I love that. Ooh. Alright, we need to get this guy. We need to release him again. This dude gives you Diplo and diplomatic income from tributaries just for existing. This guy is a great pickup. Kim Qiuliju, we will watch your career with great interest. Oh, they're invisible again. Oh no. Maybe they were always going to be a little invisible. But now we've got 12k. That's good. Crucially, they just got to level 7, which we know means a wall for the first time, but also is still a tiny nothing of a garrison. So we're going to get this beautiful level 7 city. If they want to come and fight here, which they might, we'll just delete them. Now, they actually have a very good army. It's like one of my armies. They've got, you know, they got Swiftfoot Spears and Swift Skirmishers. But, crucially, our purple beats their purple, and our superior tactics will win the day. No, because, you know, we'll just shoot at them a lot. That'll be the plan. We got more archers than they do, so we win the archer duel. And then we'll attack with the peasant warriors. We're running them because they're affordable. Don't judge me. Don't judge anybody. You're not the judge. Boom! 3,600 a turn. Making that money now, and we're just gonna... So the taxes now are just higher office. No, you lower. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay. I like this a lot. Because low public order we can get. Post-battle loot kind of stinks. The food we can stomach. The public order I think we're fine on too. Like everywhere. Yeah, so we can... there we go. I should have been doing that ages ago. I was thinking it would make the desire go up. It doesn't. Alright, so... we can make everybody happier by raising taxes, and the only thing we're really sacrificing is post-battle loot. I mean, that's something, but when we think of 2,200 a turn, I mean, it's probably less than that. The public order doesn't matter at all, and, or might it? Well, yeah, because, well, no, we got the bandit network tie-in. Oh, we've got local forces here. Yeah, we can't. Oh, we're not taxing there anyway, yeah. I guess... I mean, if there's a rebellion, it's still not the end of the world. We just killed the rebellion. It's pretty annoying, but, you know, we can't do anything about it right now. We gotta take this and wrap up first. I mean, we could get an army here. But that would, you know, get in the way of this amazing income that we've been getting. And here... yeah, so that was indeed the Grand Bandit Camp at the Lumber Forest, and I'm pretty sure that it's coded like a Korean city. We'll make a note of that. But, I mean, maybe it's supposed to be that way. Maybe it's supposed to be that way. Maybe it's supposed to be really hard to dislodge people from Korea. After all, now that we have it, we're not going to be giving it away. Yeah, but we're getting our warband momentum, and that'll give us, you know, some prestige. It'll also give us the range block chance that we're looking for. Speaking of prestige, worldwide, we're at 250, so we're about to get that next level that we're looking at. And speaking of other prestigious things, our girl Yalu, you know, did wonderfully for herself here. We need to just keep on working on this horde. Work on all of the hordes. Yes. I think we're fine there. Ooh, and we get increased provisions. Dude, my favorite dude in the world. Speaking of dudes, here we go. That'll give him movement range and the loot. The loot will be pretty nice there. Yeah, so like the city will be harder to defend than this place will, but you know, they might find themselves not really able to get up to the city anymore once we're done with them. Now here... we can get one of the armies. This is the one in the better shape. And we'll still end up in our land. I think so. But I am
下之于地，上参于天。
And this is old whistle.
他们受的苦也够多
Oh
了。
right, we can just hit the move here to get all the. Yeah, I think that's the move. This is so good, of course. Yeah,
定仇
because
状
now
元
we know he's not going to be able to get away, or we can run back home. Because right now we're in his lands. It's not terrible if he runs home to lick his wounds, right? It just is. So yeah, we'll just go here and make it back home in time for tea, and that way this guy won't be able to run up and try something silly. Although, pretty sure I could hold this place against that beat-up little stack.
接纳冲动。
平定天下。
拿起武器。
We might get a fight here. Desirable enough. I would like to see Xu Huang on the battlefield so that we could try to get him, but for all I know, he's not even fighting with him anymore. Right. Though I've not seen hide nor hair of him. We've got eyes on these fools.
欢迎，朋友。
Like negative 8.3. Come on, Liu Bei, why don't you love me? Hard to say. I love this campaign. It's going so good. I would love it even if it wasn't. You know, we've got our little pockets of land in random places, but I mean, this one makes no money, but that's okay. It was at level 1 that whole time. It'll get better. And it gives us upkeep reduction on spear infantry, which I don't think applies to our reds, but we wouldn't want it to because our reds get to dip in hilarious ways to other stuff. So commanding, we can get Rampart next time. Come across the top there. We'll let Yalu keep the Jew. You know, he'll get the next cool thing. I love this dude. This dude's amazing. This guy's actually really, really good. Yes, he actually is. Now, these Merc Archers are cool, but mainly because they muster instantly. Let's just go ahead and swap them to a more desirable archer here. Or somebody else. No, just a more desirable archer. We need to get some heavy infantry. I guess he can get the Lancers now. He's level 5. And the Sworn Riders, that's right. Yeah, which are extraordinarily good. Because they have, like, Forest Penalty immune and... Immunity resist to cold, ignore forest penalties. Ignore forest penalties on heavy cavalry is super good. These guys, but they, you know, they do go down to 20 bonus versus large, so I think we actually might not use them and just use the hardened riders instead. That might be an oversight because it's inconsistent with the earlier things. I'll go ahead and... Yeah, because the Sworn Nobles get more bonus versus infantry, and I would imagine that you would want these guys to just get better in every way, because that's the idea, right? You know, losing the damage is fine, because it's not what you rely on, but I don't, you know, it's pretty low bonus versus large. Anyway, the Wuhuan Lancers here, that's what we're looking for. We need a couple of these. They're Sworn Blades now, but the Wuhuan Defenders are... You know, they got missile resist. Oh, these guys do too. So then I'd say the blades are the way to go, right? Here, what are we getting? You get Raider and some formations and the defensive greed thing, which I never really use, but does like make you hardier. And here you get disciplined, immune to terror, resistance to cold, Raider. Really, it's just that you get more charge and better stats. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to angle for them when we get to level 5 here. Do we do that now? Lights a flicker, and let's save the game real quick. Like, yeah, that battle was all under that. If I had to redo that again, I'd be fine. I'd be fine. Yeah, just one Lancer is super good. I'd prefer to have, like, 2. And then we can get, like, a couple more archers over here instead of the hardened blades once we get more proper infantry there. Because she was always a stopgap there. The hidden axes are great. Alright, yeah. There we go. Everything is awesome. Everything is good. We made our weavers. And, you know, bandit economy is actually really, really good. Like, look at this, okay? We've got a couple boosts here going from effects assignments, I think. No, not that much, right? Just 25%. We don't even have our industry assignment going here. And with just these buildings, you know, that's 2,500 out of a 2-panel commandery is amazing. I mean, even 1,200 ain't bad. But we're going to be trying to spend our money over the next couple turns, getting more money out of those places because, of course, now we're... excuse me. Now we're solidifying. Now we're ossifying. We are turning into bone. We are the golden bone of the northern plains, the royal family of the Wuhuan hordes, except no substitutes. Ba-da-da-da-dum. And we get what lies beneath the mountain, you think. And we become rivals with Gansunya. He doesn't like her opinions. Well, it's not good for Gansunya to read. Soon she starts getting ideas and thinking. No, that was the White Horse Raiders we just finished up. Alright, do we want to get... Yeah, let's do this one because we got the fast research on it. And we're really trying to get to Bandit Leader. It'd be pretty good. And then here, of course, we now have a beautiful level 7 city that's highly defensible, which is probably going to make us a Zound of cash. Once it reaches its final form. Now, the Diplo from tributaries might be worth keeping, but... Because here we can double dip into the buildings. Not the treasury building, we would have to... But I mean, this is better for us anyway. It's a lot less income from tributaries, but you know, we don't pay any friendliness penalties. And it's our thing, you know. Why are we using their thing? We should use our thing. Yeah, we'll convert them over and repair those up. And before we know it, we'll be making money out of here. Of course, when we roll up and take Hedong, that will be quite true. Here, the pass is still, you know, going down a bit, but yeah. Yeah, the raiding only takes a few supplies, so we're fine there. Speaking of supplies, he's doing his thing there.
柔以克刚。
So he probably marched somewhere over this way. We knocked that army off, so it's fine for us to continue on down here and just push them further back. Because, too, this is, like, around the horn of the mountains. So once we push them back to this choke point, it's a lot more. There's a city, like, over here that's the one that we desire. Oh, there he was. We could have caught him, probably. It's okay. He can't quite get in to ours here. He might be able to. He's in March. I don't think he can do it. And he wouldn't win anyway, so we're fine.
廉洁奉公，忍受苦难，静以养神。
We can just get over here and start raiding, I guess. Seems fine. Just start pumping up the jams here. Alright, Shungui, we're going to be able to squeeze... Do you have any stuff? Nah, they never have any stuff. I mean, not a ton, but a bit. After all...
你的提案不错。
After all, he's a courageous warrior, and,
又是你这厮。
Get a non-aggression pact with Cao Cao? No, I don't care. He doesn't live next to me. Now, he doesn't even hate me, right? Because we've been releasing generals. So if we wanted to...
真是倍感荣幸。
Which do we? If we wanted to... Oh, we gotta be Bandit King to get vassals, I think, anyway. Bandit Leader doesn't do it. We'll see, though. Bum, 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 bum. The White Horse Raiders are no longer available at level 1. That's good. Yeah, but this place will pay off before too long, and then... Hedong, I think that's going to be another, 2.5, 3k commandery, maybe even more once we get it, rolling with another admin and stuff.
这对双方都有好处。
Our character will join their faction, Kongrong. That's very, very beautiful of you, but maybe... Like, why doesn't your daughter simply join our faction?
这对双方都有好处。
No, she's just a learned damsel. It's okay. I love that, but we're not trying to pick up a diplo marriage out of
算
it.
了，继续吧。
But I guess all the guys with us are in the clan, in the ruling family, so all of them could be the heir, or all of them could be for diplomatic marriages to the right eligible woman. They need to have Lu Bu in the family with Dong Zhuo, so that Lu Ji is in the family of Dong Zhuo, so that when Lu Ji grows up, I can get a diplomatic marriage by being friends with Li Zhuo, who inherits the thing, and thus the same structure of the family that's part of it, I think. Because I think no matter who takes over, you're still in the ruling family if you used to be, I think. Lu Meng, I'm never going to be your friend. Oh, the Warglaive. This will be actually really nice here. That's perfect. tenacity it up, you know, he'll swing hard, and then even harder whenever it's all said and done. Lacks armor piercing, but that's okay, because he's like a blender, right? We've got armor piercing around. And the game predicts that we're going to do this battle. We're just going to look around a little bit on the map before we do it, but we are going to do the battle. The game is correct that we are going to do the battle. It is not correct that we are going to lose the battle. We're just going to get visibility there, just so we don't get surprised. Because this, we're about to roll in very beautifully. You know, those two kills we got are going to make a big difference in our future here. And rolling over Korea is, of course, you know that it's the end of the world, right? There's nothing that's ever gonna, you're never gonna see anything ever again once you take it over. And crucially here, of course, we know that this is very much around the way. But I think they cut roads through the forest. So although it looks heavily forested, you know, it actually, you know, there's a byway, there's a highway and a byway available. But yeah, so yes, that's right. This is the one that connects over this way. But it's a great hidden fortress to have. And they call it a mine. And of course, the discount on infantry already acting up, right? And that's the already adding up. Because these level 3 mines are not totally plantable everywhere on the map, but we've got ourselves a few of them now. And, you know, a few discounts here and there, and pretty soon you're talking real money. We still have the taxes all the way up, which is why our food is low. And that is okay. Desirable, even. Now, Yalu's force doesn't need to be here anymore, but that doesn't mean we don't need this army anymore. It just means we don't need to pay for this army anymore. She can't get the Wuhuan Lancers back. It's 300 a turn if we drop the hidden axes. It's only 300 a turn to keep paying them. We could just spin up a stack and prepare for the future where we fight Yuan Shao. No, I mean, he's our friend. After all, if Cao Cao takes this land here, wouldn't it be better to just take it away from Cao Cao? Yeah, another army over here would work a treat, and then we would be able to take the bank of the river here. Just like a horse nomad always wants to live on a riverside. They do. They do want that. Making the money. Because I think he went here, so I don't think you can get to him. So I think that this raiding is at least neutrally fine. And the thing is, too, is you can, from here, you can just walk like right, you know, right over here and raid him. And it's kind of far to get to it. But once you get this at Pyongyang, you can hold this choke point just with an army. And then if they want to go up the coastline, that's a whole different kettle of fish. And you'll be like, why have you put all of the fish into a kettle? And that's what you would say to him. He's an admin. But now let's take the bellow. He is the Howling Wolf. Yuan Tan gets to level 6, and we will get... Yeah, this one. Exploitation. He's the heir right now anyway. We're getting closer to his fire arrow future. And then Tadun with the Storm of the Steppe, you know, and they're all... Oh, yeah, he's got industrial exploitation too. It's like, we don't need you to scout. We need you to multiply industry somewhere. Here. This is what your job is now, buddy. Right there. And, yeah. Wonderful stuff. We need to do a battle now. We need to do a battle now. Another battle! Our, you know, it's a little bit of a gory border here, right? But crucially, it fits with the theme, right? You know, we've got our constituent hordes doing their things, you know. We've got Ganning, in whom we're well pleased, just rocking out over there. And I think, you know, we might have enough money now to where we divorce Yuan Tan and marry her to Ganning, her being Yalu, our beloved daughter, and then make Ganning the heir. But let's do this battle first. After all of that can wait for the, well, and, you know, it wouldn't be totally seemly to get a divorce from our daughter while we're allied with Yuan Shao, even though, you know, needs must when the devil drives and all that.
来吧，朋友，与我一同奔赴战场。以兵注意，弓箭手提兵，做好准备，赶快，鼓起勇气，顽强不屈，跑起来！ 射手提兵，万箭齐发，箭在弦上，给我射！起手就绪，快速前进，注意，加快步伐，加快步伐，抓紧，速速前进。
Oh yeah, we got D-horse archers now.
骑兵上马，在，骑兵就绪。
Oh, they have 360 shot.
时机已至。
But now we've got a whole lot of their archers shooting us. Time to back up. Oh, they've got a little fire patch there, and now I think they are... Oh yeah, they're making a little mistake about it. We're just gonna run right through the fire and the flames. That's what you can do. That's what's hot on the streets right now. Because the thing is our dudes are heroes now. You know, we got flames, we got it all. We're gonna run out here. So we are shooting up their skirmishers, just as planned, and we're gonna wait for this fire to burn out before we get too fun with it.
准备开战，准备好了。挺住！快！注意，速速前进！剑士准备！现在行动！鼓起勇气！做好准备！
But yeah, but if we all try to shoot at the exact same unit of swift skirmishers, some of us will win.
强弩区，跑步，快速前进！伏兵就绪，加快步伐，在我号令，杀！等候军令。
I'm like, I got bows, y'all don't knows. Back out here.
万箭齐发，做好准备，鼓起勇气，射击，准备开战，进攻，注意，杀呀！顽强不屈，时机已至，挺住！
And he throws a big old firebomb at him, and now they're, now they're engaged. It's time to get engaged ourselves.
准备就绪，准备开战，刀斧准备，时机已至，跑起来！
Boom, boom.
准备好了，
做好准备，鼓起勇气，
注意，准备就绪，杀！
杀！杀光敌军！杀！进攻！
看见，
天甲
Yeah, we're just gonna push in here, and because they are running, they're gonna keep running. We're on foot, so we don't have to worry about these spears existing. They're merely some dudes if you're not on a horse.
敌军，
And then we hit them with a sick
梦想云端，
flames chunk.
我接
Get that bulwark rolling. Oh yeah, this isn't even my final form.
顽强不屈，赶快就位！弓箭手注意，骑兵准备，准备就绪。
Too many horse archers, though, right? Yeah, too many horse archers by a big margin. 3's too many.
冲啊！在，杀！顽强不屈，杀呀！
在，
时机已至，跑起来！
杀！诛灭敌军，
挺住！给我杀！为了大业，
剑兵就位，
准备开战！在，天甲不留，
时机已至，
But she's just like hitting this dude. Wow, look at this guy go though. Get in there, hit him again. She's got a huge axe, so when she hits, it really connects. But
做好准备，惩治敌军。凤翔云端，加快脚步，加快速度。
we'll try to get out a bit here and toss a firebomb there. Oh yeah, look at that. I love firebomb. Firebomb's real good.
不要留情，
顽强不屈，
Bum, bum, bum.
动作快点儿，
But you know, a bunch of the Swifty dudes, we know that they're amazing. We also like, oh yeah, we got peasants here too. That's right. This was an army in affordable mode. We do need to get
厮杀！
the D tribes out. I mean, maybe not. Horse archers aren't good for this style of battle, and they're not really good for my style of battle either.
敌军，
Because my style is,
鼓起勇气，
to smash into them with a line of swords.
开战！杀呀！
They were not ready for my Wu-Tang sword style.
诛灭敌军，在，准备就绪，
注意，骑兵听令，
进军，顽强不屈，注意，进攻，冲啊！
应征而战，片甲不留，
做好准备，
But they're gonna hit a nice where our horses here, and our cavalry is gonna get shot up for free. Just what we want to see. But on this front, of course,
时机已至，立阵， 请，准备就绪。
Everyone is streaming in, and the infantry fight is going our way,
兵在此，
骑兵在此，赶快！
as you might expect,
挺住，杀！
given that we're the only one who brought knives to the knife fight.
准备好了，鼓起勇气，杀！杀！风翔云端，杀呀！片甲不留，风翔云端，做好准备。
And then we hit a nice flames there. Red cav coming around the side, undesirable, so we'll
弓箭准备，进军，
help out there. And on this front, of course, all of these fools are going, devolving into a blob fight in the center, just as we like.
快快快，顽强不屈，加速前进。在，注意，杀呀！赶快，赶快！
And now we're gonna
加快速度！
beautiful throw another amazing firebomb in there. I'm of the Church of the Firebomb now. That's what I believe in.
挺住，
做好准备，加快脚步！
做好准备，鼓起勇气，加速前进，准备就绪，快跑！在，准备开战，注意，尽情厮杀，时机已至，准备好了，
在，快跑！
挺住，
So we'll just run right into the blob.
杀！风翔云端，进攻！
Nice flames to the Phoenix, and that's gonna tank all their armor. Oh, the evasion. The armor is from the Wisdom of the River, yeah.
鼓起勇气，
And that should help us just plenty. Archer's out of ammo. Time to turn them into fighters. Bum 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 bum.
速速前进！
We never got this
我坚如磐石，
Yuan guy. He's doing his best to get away. He has the art of war. I want that. I want to read that.
冲啊！时机已至，
Oh, we should have been blowing up these towers. I forgot we were underneath them this whole time. It's alright.
发射！注意，准备就绪，
做好准备，
准备开战，动作快点儿！在，
But of course, there's nothing that spears hate more than fighting against generals on foot with big old glaives.
砍翻他们！准备好了，杀呀！顽强不屈，
农民步兵在此，
But you know, a big fight. You know, this was a full stack for them. This might be the last hurrah of their faction.
杀光敌军！
冲啊！
Boom. But yeah, the D-Horse Archers, you know, they're fine. I really feel like they're not... Well, you know, they've got the bonus versus infantry. So they're a dual-purpose unit. You know, they're, yeah, that's... I gotta be thinking of them as, like, you know, yellow plus rather than just blue. But 3 Cav Archers is still a lot for my armies.
准备开战，时机已至，加速前进，加快速度，
挺住！
挺住，快快快！赶快赶快！为了大业，
And now we rock right out and then throw the firebomb at them. No, he was too
动
close.
作快点儿，加快脚步，快跑！时机杀！准备就绪，进军，在，
Beautiful. Of course it hit my own troops. But it'll hit theirs as well. And we claim a mighty victory. 370 kills on the big guy. You know, he's coming into his own with his abilities. Decent weapon, you know. The Imperial Guard is what I would call standard greatness. You know, it's not flashy, but it does get everything done that you need done. Execute him, get the Art of War, get this trade port, which will be worth a bunch. Go up towards Biting Gale, and she... Yeah, let's just get to fire arrows. It seems desirable enough. Peak Breaker's fine, you know, but I just feel like fire arrow there is better. And she doesn't have to stay in this army, you know, forever or anything. We don't need to improve it right now. Well, she's at level 3, though. And that means she can get, like, hidden axes. And, oh, yeah, the amazing crossbowmen. Because these guys have shields and crossbows. They're real strong. We'll probably want, like, one of them in an army just to have, like, a real armor-piercing killer. Plus, they're good at sniping, or can situationally be good at sniping heroes. If the heroes, you know, turn their back in a silly way. Alright, yep, good stuff. We win. And we'll just take this gigantic line of sight. Because I mean, what we see here from this line of sight that we've already got right is a tremendous amount of safety compared to what you deserve whenever you have a place like this. Like, if you can see fully the pass and the lead up to Luoyang and all of this, they're a few turns away from you. It's great. And now we'll be able to roll up this way. Oh, this isn't even their capital. I do not know where they live. Interesting. Yeah, we're gonna give him the Art of War. After all, he's a senior officer. And name him Protector of the Three Realms? Question mark. Yeah. Why not? This gives him actually a big chunk of expertise for evasion, which takes him up to 33%. I mean, these stats plus his tenacity, which is, you know, like, I mean, he's kind of a guy. Kind of a guy. All right, awesome, great, and in all other ways, very good. Cao Cao is really putting a hurting on Yuan Shao, who, of course, has. Look at this primo army. Yojo Brutes, Defenders of Hebei, Vanguard Spears, Vanguard Crossbows, Xiongnu Cavalry, and all of them over here in Shuofeng, so far away from the problems that he's having. Chu Rong is fighting under the banner of the big guy, the big Yuan Shao, the man to whom we have hitched our wagons. He just made duchy. Well, we could pass the duchy on the right-hand side over here and just keep on with Korea and let him do his thing, or destroy him. But I think Cao Cao is doing well enough against him a bit, but we'll roll this up, and then, you know, it might be time to move against Yuan Shao. In the event that it is, we just sacrifice our lands in the north there and sweep down over him. I kind of like the idea of playing, you know, Kingmaker a bit, but... Okay, so now... Oh, look at that. He's offering... This guy is amazing, all right? What a good guy. He's offering money, regular payments, and to give me this. I mean, that all does make a lot of sense. But I bet I could take it. Because I don't want to be in this position again where he's got the land that moves up into me. Like I wanna have the choke point. Then, you know, then it's more desirable. I don't, you know, having all of Korea is of course very desirable. We have a great economy. Now corruption will rear its ugly head before too long though. Decline there, keep the famine fortune. Monchong. This is a spy. Yeah, I kind of wonder where Yongfeng is. But I bet he's got some weird lands down here or something, because he was fighting Yuan Shao. Kongrong and Shingui. Yeah, there's no telling where he's at. Oh, there is telling where he's at. This isn't his capital, though. So he's all over the place. He's doing very well for himself, and proud we are of him. But... I'm like, yeah, let's just walk into their land. What? Yeah, let's just do it. We don't really need to keep raiding them. Down here, and Qinggong could be like the administrator of Korea or whatever. We need to decide what we're gonna do about Yuan Shao. Are we just gonna let him try to pop off as he can? Because he looks like he's about to have problems, right? He's fighting Cao Cao. He's fighting Cao Cao. And that's probably going to be a problem for him. I'm like, I think... No, we could just build the other building of this. Yeah, the nobleman's camp is the equivalent of that with the research, because we can get that from the storytellers, right? Well, then... I mean, the public order doesn't sting that bad. I think we're fine. Assuming we can stabilize it somehow. And just a lightning shrine or two, yeah, probably be the way to do it. Whew. Getting hot. Probably the coffee. Cover. Let's go ahead and go for the upgrade here now that we can afford it. I mean, we could always afford it now that we're choosing to afford it. But now, actually, because if Yufulo... Yeah, now I guess we just move up on the rest of the land on this side of the thing, depending on what he does. So it's like, I want him to keep on taking the other land of the Black Mountains here, and then we'll, you know, it should just be a shame if Yuan Shao didn't get to keep some of the land that he took here. Machin comes of age. All right, Machin, where are you from? Who's your father? Is he rich like me? I don't know who his dad is, but, you know, he joined our faction, and that's good. Starts with a poison volley. Gotta love it.
谨遵命令，拿起武器。摆设宴席，欢呼庆祝吧！ 他们就该是如此下场。
And executing bandits is usually a pretty safe ploy. Now we could peace out with him because he doesn't have anything else we want. Oh yeah, and he's even got stuff. Yep, and we'll squeeze him here, and that'll get us a couple nice items that I don't really care about, but it's about sending a message. Which is, I mean, he might declare war on me in no time, but we've got our stuff now. Yes, sirree. We can't get to him in time. Well, in that case, we just go here. And here, because this place doesn't have its retinues yet. We can't reach him, so... Doesn't hurt anything. It's about to be winter anyway, so he's about to have some other problems. Alright, time to just build. There's nothing happier in the world than the moment in the campaign when you just go around and you say, alright, we're going to build stuff at our places. Oh, it's great. Shrine, and then we'll build... I mean, I think we just want money here, because any commandery can have the other stuff. This is the one where we're going to make the money. Once we get things, you know, online. Because now we're about to really, really take off. It's gonna be great. Satisfaction has now been sorted out, and we are so close, 10 away from bandit leader, so we're gonna hit that next turn. Oh man, that's a shame, because we might have been able to vassalize Yongfeng with that war, but you know, there's always Yufulo here. And of course, although Cao Cao never got the Emperor in this timeline, he is still having a fight with Yuan Shao right at around 201, 202, so right on schedule. But of course, because of my help, Yuan Shao has found himself without some of the economy multipliers that he otherwise would have for having all of this land, right? You know, he doesn't have the passes to boost various things. Huzzah! We're a duke. The Duke of Bandits. We are a bandit leader. Oh, already? No. Oh, I love her. We never really got to see her final form. It's too bad, you know. She's old when you start. She has, like, Flames of the Phoenix plus Sword Dance. She's really cool. I really liked her. But, you know, that's the way it goes. You know, we got to party with her for just a little bit of time. She starts in Han and Shang's faction. I think she's the coolest. $10K a turn now. Amazing. Well, alas. Old girl has fallen. Zhao, you are the finest of us all. Alright, and here, crucially, we catch him out in the woods, which means we're going to be able to beat him up and, of course, take our faction-wide momentum, which is such a good ability for a faction like this, you know? Because, like, hey, now you know that a chase is always going to be good.
都是为各自信念而战罢了。 放他们回家去吧。立马行动。今天谈点什么呢？
Oh yeah, we can't. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't. We don't have vassals at all. It's yeah, it says it on Bandit Leader. Unlock diplomatic option to vassalize other factions, but it's actually at Bandit King that we get it. So, you know, if you... And that's the thing about bandits, you know, if you're playing Yufulo or you're playing Zhengzheng, then you get tribute immediately, which is pretty cool. But here, you know, we don't have... We don't get that access to the early vassalization, which is alright, you know. We will, you know, we'll be happy to have what we've got. And of course, now that we leveled up, we get access to another person to put in charge here. Who shall it be? You know, Chen Gong would be very good at it. And that means it's his job. I was like, the garrison? Oh, the garrison over here. Yes. Yeah, you know, we got our public order tack-ons there, because anything that supports us getting a ton of money is, you know, broadly speaking, incredibly desirable. I think our filials are not as important anymore, right? Yeah, we're incredibly happy due to stuff happening. Oh, speaking of, there's a new faction. Yes, alright, so we should have gotten these earlier, but we didn't. Alright, so who's the best at this? He's really good at it. No, we can give it to her. And then I think we can take her title away, and she'll be fine. Yeah. Save the money there. And the Relentless Enforcer will get... Oh, this gives us 5 morale faction-wide. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool indeed. Yes, sir. We'll put him in there, and that'll give him, you know, 5 morale, and then another morale. But yeah, but we'll have to look at those effects next winter. But yeah, there we go. And now the Bandit Network has reached over in this direction. Bum, bum, bum. Like these, that's good. We should get that. Well, yeah, now that we've got Hedong, why don't we just get this? This isn't that desirable, but we need it to get up to the White Wave Bandits and the Wardens of Wongwu Mountain, which are both very desirable. The White Wave Bandits, White Wave Veterans are amazing, amazing troops. 200 of them. You know, they're, man, these Wuhan defenders, though. Speaking of amazing troops. Yeesh. 82 morale, and of course that building in only a few more turns is going to be kicking up the only notch you care about. Oh, we're a duchy! We're a duchy now! Huzzah! The Duchy of Huzha. Bum, 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 bum. Right here, it's all industry, but we're boosting that. All industry, but we can't boost it. Yeah, we definitely need just more of the sweet boosty things. Here, we'll just supervise construction. Xiaoshu is doing filial and incorrupt there. We'll probably bust him out of that soon enough. Here's a commerce commandery. Let's hit the markets there. Peasantry here. Alright, wonderful stuff. Luban gets his level, which, boom, we get... He's an admin, right? So we get the admin stuff. Our lands are split, but we are happy as a clam with it. Because this place is going to make us big, big money before long. Enough to pay for a whole army. We're going to be able to roll up here now.
心怀怒火，奋勇杀敌。开战！
And we'll roll up here, take this from Yufulo, and hopefully Yufulo will take these lands off of Yuan Shao, and then we'll go and grab them too. Bum, bum. Qiuliju has declared war on us. This is outrageous. Now, of course, we do neighbor each other now, so it's not totally surprising. Now, Shang, like, why? Why don't y'all love me? I mean, it's fine. We've got, like, a big river between us and some of them, and an ocean, I mean, coastline, between us and some others. The important thing is that now we know that they're jerks. And crucially, of course, we can afford another, like, 2 armies. So the longer we can just macro up our economy... Ooh, brown elite horse. Let me get a heavenly sword, energy of the Imperial Guard. And we give our fine strategists the Sword of Satisfaction. Yeah, and now they're sort of there, and we just want to... catch him here. And a swing, and that should be the end of Zhangyan after all this time. Whoa, 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 for the longest time we've been fighting him. And he is willing to join us. I mean, I think we just do it to take his stuff, right? And then we kick him out. Yeah. Nah, he's too dangerous to keep alive.
就当我便宜你们了。
Maybe it would have been nice to grab, but you know. And we get a child of their court raised as our own, and we're just going to roll over this way to get onto him here. Like, yeah, I don't think we have any time to waste here. We need to stop his... And, I mean, who else is going to go in here? I mean, there's, you know, there's plenty of people to put into Jashu's army, so we'll figure it out next turn. Alright, there we go. Building stuff everywhere. When you hit positive 12k is just very, very nice, right? mainly off of the very excellent economy that we've got going here. Now, our corruption is at 22%, so, you know, it won't be boundless for long.
向前进军。
Theoretically, you could go up here. Oh, yeah, because Yalu's not in.
一统天下，
You know, let's
一往无前。
let's get her running this way for a second. I got a bad feeling.
准备急行军。
This. Because the thing with Yuan Shao is now that he's on the back foot a bit, you know, we don't really need to worry about his prestige, I don't think, because now, you know, now he's got people fighting him. Is the Yubei fighting him?
别来无恙。
No, he is not. But every single turn we can spend only building for economy and not spend another army up. Like, if we could just do that for like a year of in-game time, that might be a whole extra army we can pay for forever. It's, you know, it's just a matter of walking that tight rope.
考虑一下，来谈谈吧。
Offering a merc contract against Yuan Shao, that's funny.
敢藐视我们？
I think we're going to take one against Yufulo, actually. Boom, 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 boom. Tuoba Fun has finally been eliminated from playoff contention. We get a War X. A lot of people in the pool. Anybody I care about? This guy is definitely a spy. As is she. So nice to be able to see. Alright, 13k. Everything is coming up Millhouse. If we build another level here, we can get another slot. Seems desirable.
拉弓之时，需屏气凝神。
Alright, so Gujin gives us armor for Cav and the charge bonus there, so let's get him, I think. Yeah, we should cancel his and get him in here, because he's the one with terror, and then we'll have, you know, blue, red, purple with the terror caster in there. Very desirable. Alright, so we can get one of these amazing crossbows, and then we'll get... like, not there. Let's do the crossbow at the front.
看看这巍峨群山。
Yeah, and the Swift Skirmisher is just very desirable here. Oh, the Sworn Skirmishers. They're amazing. Okay, yeah, they're amazing. 80 models in this Horse Archer unit. Morning, Ellie. Yeah, fast, shielded, armored, bonus first infantry. Yeah, the sworn skirmishers, that's the way to go. I mean, if we wanted that kind of thing. What we want here is just shooters, yeah. Yeah, we'll just load up on the shooters and get like one Fist of the Bandit Queen. No, those are Sworn Warriors. Fist of the Bandit Queen are probably at 6. One Hidden Axe. Yeah. We'll just get a little bit of the Wuhuan Raiders there, and a little bit of the... I mean, one yellow's enough for an army like this. Yeah, because what we'll be dealing with from them is going to be Qiuliju cavalry and the like. A couple of reds will do it. Yeah, we just need to purple up. We could do one red, yeah. And one blue to get them engaged, yeah. Even though if we're doing that, yeah, let's get a sworn skirmisher over there. And just axe it here. Yeah. And whoever is the next guy can help out a bit. Qiuliju, the Blade in the Dark, we're going to give him the Celestial Sphere. I'm like, yeah, we could give him a bow to bind a bow to... No, we'll give him the tribal recurve. You know, lean into that, and then we'll go across the top. We'll get to Composure and Night Battle before long. Of course, he's got the Hidden Strike that makes him a terror. The Blade in the Dark, for which he is named. What we want now is a contract against Yuffalo just to... Oh yeah, and now we can be in a military alliance with them. The Alliance of Glorious Purpose. I mean... Yeah, why not? Is this a mod? Yes, this is 190 expanded. They recently released a new version of the mod with a whole bunch of interesting, great stuff. I could not possibly recommend it higher. I had the privilege of beta testing the mod, so I've seen a lot of it before, at least in some iteration. But yeah, so now we've got horde buildings for the Wuhuan here, right? And just all sorts of amazing stuff. I would say that everybody that plays Total War 3 Kingdoms should play with this mod. No, I very strongly believe in the excellence of this mod pack. I think it's something really special. It expands the map towards Korea and towards the source of the Yellow River. It adds in 5 handfuls of minor factions with fleshed out special units, unique traits and heroes, new stuff all around the map. Ooh, and we oath-sworn up this army. That's good. This army is the Grand Army of Korea, of course. But yes, there's a mod pack for it on the Steam Workshop, and then I think also on Nexus Mods, although it may not be entirely updated yet. But yeah. Oh no, we are low on treasury. That will not do. We're gonna go bankrupt. Yeah, we spent too much money. Because we have horde income, which we can't go under the horde income in the treasury, I don't think. I think we would get bankrupt even here. But we'll just drop that. And then we'll be able to convert this with enough room in it. Alright, she does not need to help over here, actually. She can go back over this way.
再做打算。
更进一步。
Yeah, so the Korean peninsula is fully fleshed out. I don't think Korea is like finished yet, but they do have their own tech tree. They have unique heroes. They have their unique units and stuff. But yeah, no matter what you love about this game, this mod is going to make it better. If your mind will be blown. Just all of your dreams. Whenever you take over somebody's land, you can inherit the children or send them along their way. Just a very living, breathing world full of all these interesting minor factions that are no slouches, at all. So, you know, when you normally load in and there's Han Empire all over the place, there's still a little bit of that. But you're going to be seeing the regional warlords, whose names you would know if you read the book, or if you were a big aficionado of history. You'd be like, oh yeah, what about Zhu Hao in the south, right? What about Hua Xin? I want to hear more about him. I of course can't pronounce anybody right. I try to get the consonants right. It's as good as I can do. We need a contract. We need a contract against Yufulo. He doesn't want to offer me one. Well, how about I give you this eunuch? How about then? He doesn't want my mercenary assistance. He's already seen how it stops him from being rich. But there we go. We hit him up. Level 4 is an auto because they're a bandit, so they won't have walls. Bum 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 bum.
斗志重燃，激情更盛，打起精神来！
But there's a lot of in-game mechanics that if you're used to playing the other game, you might find perplexing or difficult to get used to. So like public order matters a lot more. Population matters a ton more. Population is very important. It lets you build more buildings. But if you don't have population, you don't make any money. Faction support is really important. There's really just so much going on. Every good thing about this game is improved by the presence of this mod, and some of the bad things are eliminated. There is an overhaul for units and generals to make all the units better and make the generals a little worse. I didn't play with it for my first couple hundred hours. I would recommend it, though. If you're a very experienced player, it can be a little to get used to. I'm just a somewhat experienced player and not very good, but it was still a little bit to get used to. You know, we've got proper bonus versus large and infantry. So like green units have like a 40 or 50 bonus versus large. So spears can actually just stab, you know, horses and get it done. Yellow cav have generally a huge bonus versus infantry, so they're really good at chasing down archers and stuff. Whereas red cav, you know, you get your bonus versus large, so they're not as good. It's not so much of a one-size-fits-all army thing now. Purple units are very important. To hold the line. You know, infantry's good, flanking's good, the battles are a little slower. All of the most of the abilities are lowered in power, so it's a little more deliberate, and you know, being a little more careful can be called for. It's not so much run into them and make them all run away immediately. You got to try a little harder. But anyway, I am going to hit the intern button. I'll be right back. I am going to take a short break, but we'll be back for a little bit more of this. All right. Man, humid. It's raining out. My ears are sweating. They have coalesced, and the vassalizations are rolling around. Jufu joined your ward? I didn't know Jufu was still alive. Whoever heard of that guy living? But we get our noble dude. It's like, and he's wearing the things that are supposed to be Gan Ning's, but that's okay. We took him away. He's a Zhanbei. Let's give him a tribal recurve again. Oh yeah, and we got plenty of red here now. Then we just need some purple to hold the line. And we've got ourselves a solid little army. We're right there, and everything is great. All of our hordes are about to finish buildings pretty soon. We need to wait a turn on those. I don't want to get too close to the sun.
正在行进。
正在行军，释放怒火吧！静以养神。
He levels up almost certainly because of his administrative job, but that's great, you know, because we'll take that, and that'll make him even better at his administrative job.
此次丰收乃是后土所赐。
Good stuff. And it looks like Yuan Shao now is focusing his attentions on Cao Cao, which, of course, with that happening, it's likely that he'll give him more than he bargained for.
不能如此相持下去了。
He wants peace again. Well, you know, I bet you do, but we're gonna bust you up a little bit more before we do that.
贪得无厌，真是可恶。
He can't give away his capital, which is the thing I really want. And then Liu Biao just got Wang Long as a vassal and then immediately liberated him. That's funny. Zhu Hong comes of age, the White Riders are there, and the Horde construction is complete. What do we get? An Imperial Bow. Decent. Just gonna build all the Horde buildings there.
唯有扫清六合，天下才能平定。
I'm not afraid of them, like, at all. No, I'm not afraid of them at all.
杀呀！养精蓄锐。
This army is good, but yeah, we can just,
启迪智慧。
you know, if we stiffen the opposition here at the landfall, they probably will find that they don't want to be here after all. But we'll see. Oh, yes, we will see. We'll probably see. I'm unsure. Alright, it's this dude. Crucially, he doesn't have his own armor, so we'd be able to get him. But yeah, he's the incandescent prince. Oh, he's Zulong's son. Zuting, I wish I had you. It's okay. Wonder how you ended up here, but that's okay. Sword Maiden? Oh, a Janbei background. I mean, clever, beautiful, cunning. Why shouldn't I get her? Bum, 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 bum. And the conquest of Korea continues apace. We'll want to upgrade this army. Yeah, as soon as we get in here, because the hardened blades could certainly be something else. Now that she's level 5, you know, they could be our special dudes. Got to stay above 3K. Tatao encroaching north. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. He, you know, he's not at war with us. He's made landfall and into 201, 202, no less. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, came up here. Yuan Shao had been quite distracted with taking out the bandits in the mountains here and fighting Nufalo, as we see taking over here. So he had a few armies here. And then Cao Cao took advantage of the time to move up across the Yellow River and punch him in the face, taking Hene. But now we see the big guy has got his troops back arrayed. And Lady Liu, level 8 already. You know, the experience gain is notably quicker, which I think it's fine. I think, you know, seeing some level 6s and 7s and 8s around by turn 70 is good, because, I mean, if you play fast, if you're, like, a good player, not like me, but if you play fast, you know, you're only going to play for so long, and if they only get to level 6 on turn 110, then functionally they're never going to get to do that. You know, they're just not going to get to do it. But, you know, we're making our way over here on Korea, and taking care of the mountains here. Jiazhu should be able to keep him off, and then once we get this, then we'll probably swing down my levels. Oh, we're solid. We've got like a bunch of level 5s. Qiuliju just hit 6, but yeah, pretty. It seemed like a pretty cozy way. If you just roll assignments, you know, you can get to level 4 or 5 or so, which, you know, is good. But yeah, no, it's been pretty decent. Possible balance thing real quick. The sworn riders have only 20 bonus first large, and the hardened riders and the untried riders have 50. I didn't know if that was intentional, but I thought it may not have been, because, you know, 20 is not in line at all with what these other guys are putting down. But maybe, you know, maybe that's what you want. But anyway, just something I noticed. And then some of these units have like 58 instead of 60, which is pretty funny. It doesn't matter, but, you know, pretty funny. Yalu, we need to get back over this way. She's just ping-ponging around, right? She's just playing ping-pong. I mean, yeah, we need somebody to stay and defend here until we move over further this way. Like, how much more of Korea do we take is the thing. I mean, all of it? Possibly. Oh, they had two-handers. Ah. But here we've got, yeah, we'll take this one for the upkeep, the attack rate, all of that's good. Oh, we're level 6 now. That means that this army can get my favorite units. Right, because they have no regular damage. I did notice that. I was like, so maybe that was the intention, right? Because when you make it 5% regular and 95% AP damage, and then you get that charge bonus. Explosions! But the Lancers are cracked, right? You know, they're so good. Love them. And I really like how you changed the starting retinues, so a couple of them just have the Lancers and are like cheaper to get, because that was frustrating whenever I was first starting out beta testing, you know, when we couldn't get, you know, somebody into the field because it cost like 4,000. So that's a really nice early game change too. But I love this faction. You know, it's got its frustrations. With Satisfaction was the principal one for me, because I'm not very mature. I'm like, why won't they love me? Hey, Kongrong wants to trade. Well, you know, our battle was a long time ago battle. He declared war on me for no good reason. I assume somebody asked him to. Yuan Shao went south of the river and took Lucian? Took the Grand Temple city of Confucius? He's like, look, I am all about learning. And Wang Meng got vassalized again by Liu Biao, who just cut him loose. Hilarious. We don't need to accept that offer. Because this auto will be cleaning up. Oh, well, actually, it was super unclean. Double plus unclean. Oh, because we don't have a lot of shields going on in the crew. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, it's still fine. There's the wall. Wasn't thinking about the wall. We'll be alright. Even if he brought a force up here, we would just beat him. We would just beat him, because that's who we are. It's wintertime. I was like, why is our money so crazy? There we go. Now we can... Oh. We're now mercenary. I really like this, because we don't loot settlements anyway, so we can get big diplomacy as soon as you get up to... So that's awesome. And then we will get the retinue upkeep. Traditional channels, and then... hit there. I was like, where did all our money go? Yeah, there's the 5,000 difference there, of course. It's a little bit of money from the retinue upkeep, and then a whole bunch of money from the industry kick. Demolish the hated building of taxation. Build a food tent real quick. He can stay here just to annoy them, and we'll just... Oh, well. Don't mean going up the river being hilarious. We get a bellow here out of Gujin. He's not the howling wolf, but he still howls a little bit. And I guess, I mean, if you want to take this level 6 city from him, then be my guest, be my guest. Cao Cao is now running a little bit. You know, it's winter. His dad's still alive, so good for him. But we got to imagine that the bulk of Cao Cao's power, because Chen Wen is still kicking over here, that he is just over on this side. We'll try to get to a level 5 here. And here? I mean, no reason not to. We have all the food in the world for it. Level 5 gets us a slot. And that's where we want to be for the money.
开战！ 出发！
I'm gonna go to ambush here. I'm not sure what he's doing here. Is she she's besieging this city? That's like amazing. We're just gonna hang tight and hope that she continues on and takes it, right? Yeah. We can get another army. We don't really have the generals for it though. Can we march Yalu all the way over this way?
做好准备。
Yeah, because we don't need a defender here anymore now that all these guys have palled around. Like, this will only upset people that I don't care about. Do we need military access from him? I mean, not really. Liu Bei's not like a backstabbing type of dude anyway. He needs food. Do you have any cool stuff? He never does. We're the only faction that ever has cool stuff. That's the way of the world. It looks like Cao Cao is having a total time over here. Just really, really having a time, but getting crunched. Yep, there you go. The 4 armies of Yuan Shao just absolutely schwammer him, and it looks like they're making their way across the Yellow River, and that Cao Cao is going to deeply, deeply regret his incursion here. Does not look like it's going to work out. But is basically as good as it can get for us with Yuan Shao, because him having some land pretty far away is incredibly annoying for him and not for me. Like, man, it's a shame. You gotta walk all the way over there to do something about it? Man, it's crazy. Yalu becomes philanthropic. Yeah, look at that. My girl. You know, it's important to give to the people and all that. Oh, this is gross. No, it's fine. I'm like, so now we don't know where he's gonna go. No, if he besieges here, we'll just hit him. Because he doesn't have siege. This does have walls, because at level 7, we are given walls.
请下命令，恢复原样。
But yeah, I actually, I like these Sworn Blades more than the Wuhuan Defenders now that we've got access to them. So the thing about these, alright, so the thing about these Defenders is everybody gets Sworn Blades, and you only get the Defenders at level 5, which is the same level where you get access to the Sworn Blades. Sworn Blades swing faster, have a better charge bonus, have significantly more evasion, less armor, but just seem like, and swing 10 times more a minute. They just seem like a superior unit. And of course, being sworn, they get the bonus little immune to tear and all that. Yeah, yeah, just better than our unit. That's all right. The Janbei Macemen, of course, get Axebreaker, so we'll keep them in. We can't recruit them, I don't think, from the network, though.
廉洁奉公，忍受苦难。
I think we can wait to get like a turn of this. Yeah, seems fine. Heyo, and he hits to level 6 on his horde, of course, making him the happiest boy in the world. Let's get... Oh yeah, because I didn't even think about the extra range one. Once you get the extra range one and the extra ammo one, you know, it's you know, you can increase your army's strength pretty tremendously. If only I was responsible enough to do it. But let's just go ahead and build some various buildings. We will become the builders of buildings. You know, actually, I think this because this is, yeah, this mobile forge is huge armor and melee damage. Yeah, let's get that. Let's get a mobile forge rolling around with us. Oh, she gets she has a special ability, Death Touch, which gives a general. Oh, it's an AoE. 50-meter evasion attack rate and lower cooldown. Yeah, I mean, what's not to like? We'll go that way. Bum, 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 bum.
向前进军！
And before too long, we are going to need to get him an actual army. We'll have 2 over here, 2 over there, and probably 2 up here. But Cao Cao being pushed very much all the way out here does just make us think that Yuan Shao is doing a little bit too well for himself, though. But where's the power going to come from beyond here? Because if he does push across the river, it's much more complicated to make something of himself. Oh. Do we want to help him? No, we don't want to help him. We should have done it anyway. I'm like, we don't want to help him because we don't want him to take it, but he gets the auto anyway. It was 1 stack against their, like, full stack plus the people inside, but of course, Yuan Shao's armies aren't bonkers. His good armies are solidly end-game in quality at the beginning of the game, right? His unique units are extraordinarily good.
若非两败俱伤，我方惨，你这厮不识好歹。
But he pieces out with Yufulo, alright, yeah, and then...
恕难从命。
Of course, we're not really going to be able to catch her, but... Oh, and now he encamps on my land here? Oh, but now... Now we get the reinforcements from the town. Oh, look how big our hat is. It's the greatest. You know, why don't we employ him?
一切按部就班。
There's no reason to execute Tongmin.
我等
I don't
并非
even think
蛮夷
everybody hates their faction anymore, right? So we would hardly
留着
get
他
too
们
much
不
out
过
of
是
it.
浪费物资。
He doesn't even have the sword, right? Yeah, Li Shue took it for himself. Oh, look at this army! Oh my goodness! This is like a greatest hits. We got Lu Bu, we got CJ, we got Li Shue wearing the blade of Shangyu. Yeah, this is yikes! Yikes! It's all right. We'll have more people on this side before too long.
马上攻击！我们的智略更胜一筹。放了他们吧，对我们毫无用处。智者可巧避刀锋。渐渐。
Yeah, it's like, do we take flames or do we get loot for the... I mean, loot can take care of itself. We'll be all right. Alright, to go to the next level, all we get is a little bit of range, a little bit more replen, and it costs 4% more for our army. I mean, like, we can wait on that. I like much more building all of the other Horde buildings. Oh, yeah, they are. The Wong family joined up with Yufulo, it looks like. Good for them. He's lucky. They're classy ladies. Six turns? I guess it's high up in there. Bum, 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 bum. Collect the taxes. Level 5. We still got a couple thousands. We need to get her into an army. We can get her into Yalu's army, and then the ladies can have a party, as is tradition. As is tradition. No dudes today, just war. I just want to go out and have war with my girls. Is that too much to ask? Says Yalu. And it's not too much to ask. It is an adequate ask, and one that we will make happen for her. Let's try to get him to level 3, why don't we? The Gu Pass does get its awesome. I am just like totally in love with the retinues that we get at the gate passes now. It is so cool. I mean, like, look at this. Look at this. Protectors of Heaven. Yosha. Watchman of the Peace. Like, oh man. Just brutal. I dare these people to come in at me.
为天下黎民，怒吼吧！我等信念如一，这便是上天的恩赐。 百姓定会单食湖江，夹道欢迎。
And we get General of the Guards, because we finally have all the retinue of these people. Alright, alright. Let's get... Yeah. One there. Don't want to drop his unique units. Don't want to drop them one bit. Do we lack axes? No, we got the Janbei Macemen and they have axe, so that's okay. Do we want to get like a chanter? Nah, that's fine. From here, we don't have like a really good route in that's safe, right? But we can pull going down here and get him there. You know, we might, you know, when we elect to roll his army up with another one, you know, then it'll be a little easier. But you know, I worry about corruption too. There's not. I mean, we got buildings for it potentially, but you know, there's not like really great ways for bandits to deal with corruption. The idea is, you know, once you get up that high, you just got to deal with it, or, you know, you try to get it through the network, or assignments if you can find them, but there's not a lot of anti-corruption assignments. They tend to be specialized, fewer and far between. Rival up over there, good, good, good. It's super annoying that Yuan Shao did so well here, though. I mean, we're palled around with him. Fundamentally, it's fine, though, right? Because we know where Yuan Shao's capital is. So theoretically, he could declare himself emperor, and then we just walk over and take it. A bit anticlimactic for him, but it's what he gets, you know. Hongzhou gets liberated. And we get another red elite. Or I think it was a brown elite was the other one that we got that was nice. But anyway, we're just going to roll in here.
为了大业，该反思一下了。
Yeah, we don't need these hardened warriors anymore because hidden axes are just superior. These rear guards are expensive, but, you know, they do have bows, crossbows even. Let's get one of them, why not? Let's get two of them. Make this army a little special, right? And when he levels up again, we're going to be able to... Oh, no, we have to recruit a thing. We finished a thing. Do we just take the Janbei Headhunters? I mean, Janbei Headhunters are my favorite. Oh, there's 60 of them now. Oh, they're even better than ever. Well, you know, they don't have bonus for large, so... The Hammer Guard, we might get this one to help out, but, you know, let's assignments, mayhap? No, let's take this for the character experience. Is that what we want? We can lower the corruption there too. We've got the good crossbows already here. Yeah, let's do that. Character experience is, broadly speaking, very desirable, and it's unlikely that we'll move down there to get our web any faster in a different way.
点燃激情，痛击！
Yeah, but I guess we'll just march Yalu down over here, and then to prepare for the Cao Cao War. I know you won't believe me from hearing me talk, but I do sometimes sit around and try to practice saying one guy's name. It never works. So, Cao Cao is like, you know, you got like a rising one on the first one, right? It's not, you don't say it the same way, and then the other one is like the long flat one, so it's like Cao Cao or something. It's sort of like that a little bit, but no matter how many hundreds of times I do it, I will always say it wrong. Shahodun, because there's a little dip thing on the dun, right? So you know it's not done like I say all the time. But yeah, I'm so ignorant. You know, I hope nobody thinks that I'm saying stuff wrong on purpose. It's because I'm so ignorant. All right, what we want to do here is look at our horde buildings and build them up. Why don't you build me up, horde building, just to let me down? I believe those are the words.
养精蓄，把大家都叫来，我要商讨计策。
So I'm thinking here the move is to try to push for the capital? Now we could spend one turn getting our army back into shape.
坚持不懈。
You don't need these merc archers. Let's get a cavalry. These sworn skirmishers, I absolutely, totally, 100% believe in the sworn skirmishers. I think they're amazing. This leaves us a little shy on proper archers, so... Oh, right. No, we can't do that. I just remembered. Faction support. I'm like, we almost went bankrupt again. I get so... I'm like, yeah, positive 12,000. No, we must be careful. By building several thousand in horde buildings that I don't truly care about, it will one day make us stronger, though. So that's the important thing about the horde buildings. They're all quite good, and once you build them, you'll forget that you did, and that means the money is well spent. Just don't lose your army. Ooh, look at that. Yuan Shao sweeping across the Yellow River now. This is like player behavior, right? Like, this is smart stuff. He is doing great. Is this gonna upset our friends? Ah, the Duchy of Wu. They got a duchy down south. That's very surprising. No, it's not. Not that surprising. The only thing... Wu sometimes does super well. This is not like the base vanilla game, though, where Wu always does well. Wu will sometimes get their teeth kicked in. This doesn't really affect most of the people around us. But I bet we can get... Yeah, because, yeah, I bet, you know, if he wants peace now, he'll want it even more later, right? Yeah. If he wants peace now, he'll want it even more later when we can extract more value out of him. 1,000 is nothing, right? When Kong Rong wanted peace, he gave us, what, like 10 grand, 12, something like that? That's more respectable. And the Duchy of Song has been given the 9 bestowments. Their path to emperorship is clearly set. But yeah, because they are. This is awesome, right? Like, this is what you want to see if you're a player, you know, and they're your friends. 3 full terrifying stacks. Terrifying stacks. All charging up at Cao Cao. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, they are. Cao Cao is not making it. The Duchy of Song is going to be a problem for everybody. Not me. We're pals. And of course, we happen to know that their capital being right here is, well, no matter how long he's friends with us, his capital's gonna still be there. Oh, it sure will.
释放怒火吧！烈火燎原。
And now we're chasing them around the wall, never to find. Well, maybe she'll attack the thing, and then we'll catch her. Hard to say. White Horse Raider, and then this guy's level 5 now. That's craziness. You know, why not just bring him out though? I mean, it's a little expensive, but we can drop everything. I mean, the Flying Rider's not good enough for us anymore, but that's okay. We can. I mean, level 5 is still a level 5, and that'll get him. Oh, and he's a Zhanbei Buddhist convert. Good for him. Get him this axe and that. Those Guardians are good. They can stay, and then we just need... Blade, blade, blade.
不可能这样做。
And then... Hidden exit. Yeah. And then we'll get one of the remaining red units in there. One of the remaining Wuhuan red units, that is to say. Shortly, and then... Alright, it's 3k from Horde buildings now, so that's the point we can't go under. And now this army will be enough to defend a place, so we can move forward here. Yeah, we're just gonna go for it on the idea that we're not afraid of them. And even if we fought 2 armies in the field with our army, we would just crush them. Yeah, because we have 70 stinking morale on our troops now. That is so much morale. But we're double and triple dipping. You know, we've got morale from the faction position. We've got morale from the good omen being given to our friend. We've got morale from the buildings all around. It's excellent stuff. Yeah, so we'll continue moving her over here because we may well want to, you know, move on Cao Cao ourselves here, right? What we're going to do here is go to ambush, hoping that he'll, like, get onto the river and we'll be able to make a move on him. Yeah, Cao Cao, he tried to go across the river, but that just, you know, it's a great illustration of
虽然很不情愿，但我们还是休战吧。
why amphibious assaults are fraught with peril. Qiuliju, you say you want peace, but all you're offering me is a scant amount of money. It's like, I bet I can take
虽然很不情愿，
I bet I can take everything from him. I bet I can roll across to take Tong Pass. Yeah, that's what I bet. Ah! Crucially, we'll have our army here, so I think we can do it. We've got a guy who can punch, and they've just got some dudes. You know, we've got plenty of archers here. This is, you know, that's a good several hundred archers to shoot at them with. They don't really have anything shielded on the cav front, so we'll be able to do that. And of course, Qiuliju has a very, very good profile of damage here, plus shield. 95% range block chance, yeah, pretty nice. Alright, well, let's see what we can do. This is why we put that army here. It would have been nicer with one more retinue in it, but I bet we can got it. Because unlike the general rules for bandits, I think the Korean settlements do not follow the law, right? Because we had a sweet minor settlement battle that was like a city earlier, and yep, and now we've got walls. Yep. So in Korea, you can have walls, and I think because we have, yeah, the walls are broken. Ah, well, the walls are broken. Still on this side, the walls are not broken. We'll just leave the, yeah, because the swift skirmishers are also really, really amazing at holding a wall. Yeah, they are not going to be able to do anything here. We'll just go, you know, stand in the breach, and we can put the hidden axes up here. Because I think, yeah, they're going to be just shredded by the towers on the way in. So this is pretty funny stuff. But that's Korea for you. Crucially, Korea breaks the principles of bandit cities. So when you get here at level 4, you might inherit a great city. Now what we want is for them to attack up this way into there, but we're not going to be able to force that at all, right? So we'll just fight them here. We hit a ceaseless torrent, and these swift skirmishers immediately start hitting them. So on this front, they're trying to run away, but yeah, that's not going to work. And over here, look at this, the power, the absolute power. And we'll make them immune to fatigue. Yeah, so here they're running in under withering weight of fire. They're not going to be able to do anything against us here. And this is, you know, that's the breaks for them. They miscalculated. They should have calculated, but they miscalculated. Oh, analyze weakness. Analyze weakness is not only for generals. Wow, Qiulju's amazing. Okay. It is not only for generals. It was before the, in the non-balanced to the non-rebalanced. Because over here, they're going to try to get on the wall, but when they get up here, it's going to be swift skirmishers on the wall who will delete them in combat. They don't have any... elite axe warriors? No, I think the swift skirmishers still beat them. We're going to run out here and try to fight the dudes below the wall with these infantry. And on this front, they are just chilling. Yeah, they are just hanging back. Alright, now they're thinking about doing it, but it's going to be much too little and much too late, right? Because now we're going to be like right here and start hitting them as they're trying to get up the wall. So now they're rocking a hard place and it's super bad. They run away there to no avail. And here, you know, now they're much too late trying to burn down this tower. But look at the power. Look at the rage. Look at the devastation. Just look at them. Look at everybody go. You know, it's not over, but it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. You can hardly be upset at what we've got here. And now we're just going to run around and try to be a menace. Could we try to duel somebody? No, Shanbei are not dueling sentinels. They are archer sentinels. Speaking of not dueling, we need to not get charged by this red cav here. There we go. Around the back. There we go. Because they're going to get deleted by our towers. This is so many towers for them to be walking in the middle of. Oh, the elite axe warriors make it all the way in here, over the wall. Well, we'll charge in there then. And then we'll turn to fire here. And these these swift skirmishers will attack here. We'll be able to get here because these bandit hunters don't want to win this fight. You know, they're fighting it, but you know, when we flank the elite axe warriors, I think that'll help a lot. Oh, and we rappelled down the walls to fight them, you know, it's a choice like any other. Chen Gong is beating him up, but I mean, yikes, yikes, yikes. You know, I don't know how it's gonna go. We might not win this, but we've got a lot of towers still operating, and that's pretty good. And crucially, this guy is gone. Or going. Yeah, I think we got it. Because in this incursion inside, of course, is now totally popped. Yeah, and that charge was awesome, and they still got their noble lancers, right? But we're just going to move away from them. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. And, of course, once they get to running, well, they ain't coming back. And we know, well, wow, look at our 95 morale on these guys. Just huge, huge morale on our infantry. Sworn Blades with 100. Yeah, come at me, bro. Just about come at me, bro. And the incredible Chen Gong. Chen Gong now that I see his ability working on everybody, Chen Gong might be my pick for greatest strategist in the game. That ability is very good. Very good indeed. Of course, swift skirmishers are fire while moving, which makes them pretty well situated to solve problems. Speaking of solving problems, well, we just solved some here, didn't we? You know, if they'd besieged us, that would have caused us more. But we charge into the Highland Noble Lancers as they try to charge in across the threshold. Not gonna work too well. No siree. And they are in massive rout. Love it. This dude's trying to get inside. Not really going to work. Give him tank warfare. You know, every now and then I think, maybe I should play Warhammer again. And then I remember I uninstalled it. No, we are tanks already. We, our army was not at full strength, and we were quite able to fight off their army. But of course, we also had walls, which we don't deserve. Bandits aren't supposed to get them. But in Korea, of course, we inherit these amazing cities, and the rules are different here. And there is our victory. Hello, Thomas. It is good to see you this afternoon. Night for you, or early morning? You know, because it's all relative, right? You know, like, is it behind or ahead, really? When is the morning and when is the night? These are questions. We win. A glorious defense where we make some money. And importantly, send these guys packing back home. We're going to take the ransom. And that's exactly what that army was put there to do. I didn't know we would have to defend it so quickly, but... I can't believe Jufu is alive. Jufu dies on turn 1, I thought every time. But I guess maybe something different is going on. Mao loads up. A lot of people. Ooh, they got a coalition going on there with the Dutchy Woo. We're going to say it's good to be clever. We're going to keep our reputation clean. I love this renowned mercenary things. We already don't want to loot. So, bam, the 100 member who did not burn their granaries, bam. We just get 40 Diplo. 40 Diplo is so much. It's awesome. I love the Bandit Council now. Reliable things that you can do to solve your problems. It takes a lot of the... Kind of secret benefactor, right? Alright, and here... Ooh, look at that! This guy is moving in on the other Koreans, and so that will leave us this opportunity to roll in and take their capital away. Now they've got walls, but of course they won't have them after one turn of a siege. And then from here we'll be able to roll over this way, and that will give us this commandery up at the top. And we could pal around with this guy. This guy loves us, because this guy hates the other guy that we were just beating up on the whole time. So if we want, we can just stop right here. Right here, and just have this. But I mean, this is... Why be reasonable? No, it's not bad to take this amount of Korea and then just not get corruption problems and deal with other stuff. But I mean, there's... Oh my goodness, that's so annoying. She besieges here and now she runs away again. We're gonna catch her. We're gonna catch her one day. I'm gonna bring another army up here. Yalu's we're gonna catch her. But it looks like the Hulao Pass will probably be falling to Yuan Shao, who, crucially, you know, if you have Zhuchong, you can get here and you won't be taking the military supplies from being in the pass, but you can still support them. We know that Yuan Shao has the massive ability to reinforce. So, all right. If we fight this army, how do we do against them? Ooh, they got heat, right? But Onyx Dragons are highly evasive, not highly armored, so we can just trade against them. Yeah, shoot the heavy cav and then kill Lu Bu with our superior tactics. Easy, yeah, easy. Killing Lu Bu is always easy. That's why no one says don't pursue him whenever they hear his name, because Lu Bu is just a regular guy that you don't need to be afraid of. Lu Bu's gigantic feathers on his hat can't hurt you. They can. they can absolutely hurt you. You're supposed to be afraid of Lu Bu. If anybody says don't be afraid of Lu Bu, that person's not your friend. That person wants to see you fight Lu Bu. Not the action of a friend. Let's go to research and such here. Seems fine.
保持静默。
No one ever regrets spending more money to get their research faster. I can tell you that right now. Research is the coolest. And what we want to do here is... yeah. Mobile Fortress, pretty good. We're just going to keep on building all of the stuff and all of the... hordes, and you know, we got 5 of them spun up. We can get a couple more eventually. We need another army soon. The longer we put it off, as I'm always saying, the longer you put off an army, the more you can afford that army. That's the truth of it. But we don't have too much econ rolling in from this point on. But well, we'll take this, and this commander will be worth another couple thousand. We need another stack here. Sun Kong doesn't get along with any of these guys. That doesn't matter. He might grow to love them. Yeah, let's get the Howlin' Wolf in here. He's got Bellow, he's got Tenacity, so like he's a fighter, right? Tenacity plus Bellow, that's a dude that can get it done. And of course, we've got the Wuhan Lancers and the Defenders. We've got the Raiders here. So now we just need a bit of... do we want White Wave Horsemen? I mean, I actually quite like White Wave Horsemen, but I think the Hardened Riders are a better pull. Yeah, I mean, you just get way more armor out of them. And more models. Yeah, it's just better. 1 red cav should be plenty here. Yeah, and he can't get another Lancer. Yeah, 1 red cav will be plenty. We'll just get a another hidden axe here. Yeah, I mean, we got 1 lance. Yeah, it's fine. Swap this hidden axe to another lance. And then this army will be quite capable of solving a problem next turn and, you know, just rolling on up. This guy, you know, he's a Buddhist convert like me. He's probably not that Buddhist like me. But, you know, it's a path that you walk, right? Sometimes people are like, oh, can you teach me anything about Buddhism? I'm like, nope, I don't know how. They're like, haven't you studied it? I'm like, yeah, but you should probably go to somebody who knows what they're talking about. I can give you the surface level things. The young Mao gets to level 6 and gets composure. We're going to get him into an army eventually, but man, oh man, is he ever rocking out not in an army. Firebomb is so good. We're going to get to the night battle thing, yeah. The speed, the missile cav, the punch. Because what we're hoping here is that they come up and then we get to fight them. Yeah, he won't have night battle here. Because this will be a crazy fight, but if we win. Well, if we win, it would bring honor to us all. And potentially Lu Bu. Or ZJ, who... Look, Lu Bu's Lu Bu. But Zheng Sheng is like my girl. She's my best friend. We're pals. We were in a coalition together. She should have joined me. When she got eliminated, it actually kind of hurts my feelings. Hey, there we go. And now, we have cut them out. And crucially, we are going to, we're going to ambush them. Yeah, we're going to sweep out here and try to make a difference. I'm just going to take a short break, grab a Mountain Dew, and then we'll be on for this battle. We'll probably do a couple more, maybe. And then it'll be time for me to get on with my day, unfortunately. But I'm having the best time. But due to the documentary nature of my work here, I can hardly call work and be like, I've got the black lung. You know, because they'd be able to, like, look at me here and be like, I don't know about that. But anyway, I'll be right back. All right. They'll give you a black one. Yeah, I know, right? No, I'm like, what? By standing over the grill? But, alright, so they've got, what do they got here? Pearl Dragons. I mean, this is a very, very... The Zhiliang commanders have Hack and Slash and Rally. Yeah, these guys are not going to be slouches. They are not going to want to run. They do have some militia. I mean, these are... The good thing is that it's an ambush. Obviously, the auto would give it to us, but we're going to do the battle because, I mean, it's Lu Bu and stuff. Maybe they'll join us, right? Now, they have limited cav. What we really need to do is just get our best units stuck on to the big guys. Alright, so here we are. Our reinforcements will be here much too late to do anything for us. But they're trying to come up this way, so if we just... Yeah, if we just hit them at the very front of the line, Oh, these commanders are very small units. They're only half stacks, only half HP. So even though they're very good, you know, we'll be able to run over them. But yeah, we're basically going to go all out for the front of the stack here, and just leave all of these people to try to push up later. The rear guards. Yeah, that's right. We've got these guys, so they'll we'll get them in squares here, and they can shoot around, and then yeah, a hidden axe right here. So we want like all the skirmishers on this side. Yeah, the axe is on the front here, and then we'll just... So we got terror and stuff. We're just gonna try to sweep all the way over them in the front, and then they'll, you know, they'll be forced to move against us, and then... but if we don't have anyone on the other side of them, then we won't be flanking them. Oh, well, we'll have the cav here. All right, let's get to it. It's time to brawl, all right. We're gonna hit a velo of our own. Lu Bu is fighting our cab, but we're just gonna bounce him out here. And hit a where are horses buff. We're going to try to snipe Lu Bu here. That's what we're going to try to do. I don't know how it's going to work out. But what I do know is, oh yeah, we have deleted the... Yes, there we go. Yeah, there we go, all right. Yeah, I know how it's going to go. It's going to go great. The Wuhuan Lancers are down, but Lu Bu is almost defeated now. And now we charge right in, hit him high, hit him low. We're going to hit a flames right here in the midst. Crucially, of course, all of their army will be, if they move forward, will only be going right in to our trap. And we, because after this initial thing works and we get Lu Bu down, after it works and we get Lu Bu down, we can, like, retreat back here. There we go. Lu Bu's down. It worked. And now we're going to pull back into our very capable archer line. Try to get the cav around that way. Because the thing about these Lancers are they don't know what they're in for when they charge in now. And now they get hit by the crossbows. They're getting shot by everything on the map. And they just get deleted. Of course, they run into the square. That hardly helps them. Speaking of hardly helps them, let's get over here, dismount, and lay the beat down on my best girl. charge in here, because, like, he is going to hurt her very bad. He is a great fighter. He is not just a merely good fighter. And now it's time for Qiuliju to prove that he is a great fighter, too, and go in here and start the poisoned blade upon the foe.
一群懦夫，准备开战！注意，冲啊！起勇气，准备开战！
Oh, we're against dragons here. Well, keep fighting them. Oh, these are hidden axes. Why are they still fighting? That's all right. We get on them there. And of course, crucially, they have nowhere to run because they're in my land. We're going to replenish. They're not going to replenish. And then we'll be able to hit them with the follow-up. And a beautiful little fight. And of course, lots of times I like try to attack the back line, but I feel like that's the mistake, right? What you want to do is jump on the vulnerable front line, because popping Lu Bu very early was very crucial. Sure, he still got some work done, but, you know, if you don't get Lu Bu immediately, who knows how long it's going to take you to get a hold of him. Who indeed. But yes, the enemy warriors are running, as you would expect. Onyx Dragons take a lot of killing, you know, you get your charge bonus, and, you know, then their evasion doesn't matter, but once you lose it. Of course, it's hard to run down any unit that doesn't want to get caught. Yes, indeed. Chasing him down pretty good. Lu Bu only gets 52 kills, which is a absolutely crucial thing to do. Shutting him down, you know, he got some damage in, but not enough.
我们的智略更胜一筹。
I actually think the Sworn Skirmishers, I mean, they're expensive, but they have a ton of ammo, and they shoot twice as fast or more than a regular archer. And with a little more damage on it, too. So, you know, even though they have a lower model count, you know. And then we... Come on, show me a capture! Qiuliju, well, I can hardly say no to that. Yeah, I can hardly say no to that. That's the blade of Qiuliju, you know. Qiuliju, you know you're my boy, but you're an old man, and I want that sword. I wonder who's gonna... Oh, Dongmin takes over. Yeah, good for him. But the Blade of Qiuliju is an amazing weapon. Of course, it Mercenary is not an issue. You can deal with it. Basically, the traits relate to how hard it is to keep them happy, or how they get along with other people, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, for the blade, that's the real reason. But I like him from past campaigns. Qiuliju in life is a bad dude who did bad things. I don't know if there's like anything good to... You know, everyone's got their little tagline, their little title thing. You know, you might be the Blade in the Dark. Li Jue is vicious strongman. Li Jue and Guo Si were the guys who took over after Dong Zhuo died, and they just basically pillaged, murdered, civil warred. Like, they just did a lot of awful stuff. They were just bad dudes. Everybody in the time period is basically a bad guy, but by the standards of the bad guys of the time, Li Jue is a guy who I don't think ever did anything good while he was in power. I think he exclusively behaved badly. But I have had him in a campaign before, and he made like 50 heroic defenses of this gate pass, so I love him for that. So that would happen about 1,000 years after this, right? I want to say Scourge of God got applied to Attila first. Yeah. As far as I know, it was Attila first who got that name, right? And then Genghis Khan, by virtue of the Huns being heavily associated in historiographical discourse, like back in the day, people thought the Huns were basically Mongols from like 800 years earlier. I do not know if that is what present historical and archaeological analysis holds, in that, like, if they're definitely this group. I used to think this. I still kind of do think it, but I don't know if it's right, you know, but they're some time ago, like whenever I was in school, you know, like 15 years ago for this thing, we were going, like, I didn't do this period history, I did like 1,000 later, but yeah, but the Scourge of God is an Attila thing, but I think people applied the exact same stories to him. So the story is that Attila, like, shows up somewhere at, like, the feet of a church or something, and is like, I am the Scourge of God, if you have not sinned greatly, I would not be here. That's the thing. And you'll see this in, like, fantasy and sci-fi books. The conqueror coming in and saying that line on, like, the steps of a cathedral or something, that is, like, a standard trope now. But I think it's Attila. And Genghis Khan just, like, got all of those attributes, you know, sort of stapled on. Now, Lu Bu is wounded here, but I think we take the hit and try to get the auto to capture ZJ. Because, you know, you never capture Lu Bu, right? But ZJ... My girl, you know I would never... You know I would never kill... You know you are my best girl. You know I would not. Not even for the axes. No, not never. Not anymore. I've done it before, and I felt bad about it, and, you know, that's not who I want to be. I don't want to kill my favorites. I mean, that's my best girl. She's my bandit queen, lying beneath the moon by the Decembrists. You know, we can't... Scourge is great. Oh, yeah, I mean, it's very cool. Very evil. Yeah, you know, it's very lofty, right? You know, you're claiming a lot of influence and power with a name like that. You know, you're saying a lot about yourself, or trying to. What we want to do here is get my lady Ho Jinting in here, and it's time to spin up this army. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And who else? Lupin? I mean, that's... Brother, I mean, it would be better to get another lady in here. This guy's level 6. Let's, we can't see if he's a problem. Yeah, we might as well. I mean... Nah, we can just get Purple Dude in, and then... No, it'd be better to actually figure out who we want in this army. Ho Chung? Yeah. And we'll recruit him in next turn. So we'll be able to spin this up soon. This army doesn't need to be active right now. This army is, like, for the future. And actually, now that I'm seeing we won't do it for a turn, let's just move down this way, get to the Chi Pass, because what we're going to be doing is trying to come across the river here and smacking this dork in the head. Marry Dongbai into my faction. Yes, best girl. I love Dongbai. She's not actually my best girl. My best girl is Lu Ji, but Dongbai is like best girl number 3 or 4. I will always try to get Dongbai. And here we get, yeah, we'll, because we don't need this fight with him, and if we get Dongbai, then that's, you know, it's just good. And, you know, it makes sense, because it's her, you know, best girl too, yeah. Very bestest girl, best girl in the world is Lu Ji. Lu Ji is the best girl. Second best girl is Zheng Zheng. She's almost as good as Lu Ji, and yet not at all as good as Lu Ji, not one bit. After that, there's a whole lot of ladies in the game that are sort of level 3, but or the third best girl, but I think Yuan Anyong is the third best girl, and then Yalu is like 4th best girl. And then Dongbai is 5, but Dongbai might be like 4th or 3rd in terms of like how much I desperately want to get them in my faction. But look at all these people being upset because I'm getting successful girl. Well, I'm sure that a successful girl can get me a nice dowry as well. There we go. Dongbai's here. So Dongbai has family estates plus 50%. Family estates is just like money. Everybody starts out 3K is the base family estates, and then you can add on. So we have 3.9 because we have somebody that gives 30%. So that gives 900. She, just by having her, gives you 1,500 money on the top of the line. Family estates don't get decreased by anything ever. Yeah, you know, he's got a positive attitude now. Depending on how happy they are in their own faction, you know, and with you, they'll get different faces. This, of course, is Xiaoju's smiling face. This is as happy as he ever looks. You can't tell from his appearance, but he's a perfectly good guy who never has done anything wrong. He's cunning, deceitful, and perceptive, which is just what you would say about a guy who never did anything wrong. But crucially, Dongbai is here now, and she is my very favorite. She has Tantrum, so she has, her ability is called Tantrum, and she can point at somebody, and she, like, hollers at them, and then they get a lot stronger and a little bit fatigued. Most men would voluntarily take on an entire army alone if it means escaping the tantrum of this insufferable child. But, so in history, Dongbai, anytime there's a woman's name, we basically don't know it. I've said that before, but it bears repeated. So her name's not Dongbai. She is the niece, I think, of Dongzhuo. Yeah. So in life, she was like young, like too young to get a marriage contract. And Dongzhuo tried to arrange a marriage between her and Sun Ce anyway. Not like in a gross way, but just like, you know, against the propriety of an engagement, you know, which didn't go on. Dongzhuo gave her like a bunch of land and titles and stuff when she was a girl. Not only do you not give women land and titles in this era, you don't give them to children. And so there's a lot of inappropriate stuff, but we don't know what happened with this child. We know from logic, but we don't exactly know what happened to her. But it's incredibly likely that she, along with all the other members of the Dong clan, were slain after their downfall and in the Civil War and stuff. The annihilation of families that were associated with wrongdoing was absolutely standard in this time period. Not everybody did it all the time, but geez, did it happen all the time. To the point where, like, if some historical figure, if that was like what they were doing, it barely even gets mentioned as like a black mark against their morals. They're like, oh yeah, and then they chopped like 50 people in that family. What are you gonna do? And then the author just moves on. But Qiuliju is, yes, he is very cunning. Qiuliju's thing, Qiuliju in history, he never, like, betrayed somebody, but he did, like, not let the door hit him on the way out. If he's like, you're dumb and you're gonna be a failure, he was like, I'm bouncing. I am not going down with this stupid ship. Y'all don't know what you're doing, and I'm out of here. Can we... Oh, yeah, we can hit him right here. Is this replenished-ish? Yeah. We can hit him here. Smack him with a night battle. Brutal. Bum 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 bum.
放了他们吧，对我们毫无用处。留着他们不过是浪费物资。
And here, I'm like, I don't remember how much movement we have. I think we should have enough to get back into town, though.
我等并非蛮夷。
Yes, we do. Because the trees here, I believe the tree cover on the map is like, I don't think they can really like get rid of all of them or something. I don't know how it is, but I think because all of this map expansion here, right, is added into the game in this mod. I think that something to do with the ground cover is like, you know, the same sort of foggy thing, but it doesn't inhibit your movement like you would think that it does here. And, you know, a nice battle there, knocking them off. Strategic deforestation, indeed. And this is pretty desirable here, yeah. Secretary to the Commandery gives us research rate and income, increases corruption, probably just locally. Yeah, we'll convert that, and we have to wait to convert these other ones, and we'll roll over and take that one, because he's sieging here, so we can roll this army over, take this final one, and then we'll have the King of Korea finally below the choke point at the north of Korea, because once you get to here, right, once you get this on lockdown, then you can sweep down. When you're right up here, it's a little clumsy, because it's easy for him to get around the mountainside at you. Speaking of the mountainside at you, Yuan Shao is just deleting Cao Cao here. He is not gonna be pleased whenever he realizes what's happened to him. No siree. Because what's happened to him is I'm about to come in and take all of his juice. I guess we're gonna... Look, if he's not gonna help me fight Yufulo, then I'm just gonna go down here. Yeah, because we can cross the river here. Yeah, we'll march here so that she'll be able to get into the pass for the recruitment, and we'll because I want to get our piece, right? I want to get my piece of this. That's where he lives. Yang Feng knocked Yuan Shao out of his this place early on. I love this. This is what a fascinating playthrough we're getting here. Speaking of fascination, let us just go around and build things around. Build. There we go. Plenty of money. Let's get our hordes going. How much? 3.2 out of the horde buildings now. When I tell you that this panel just blows my mind every time, though. Because, like, my dude just built this. My dude just built a mechanic into the game that didn't exist at all, and he made it happen. It's so good. Because there are no hordes in this base game. He just said to himself, "Self, what if there were?" We're going to upgrade all of these buildings? Yes, we're going to upgrade all of these buildings. The premier horde must have all the premier things. Now then this is going to give us pop growth and experience and satisfaction and stuff. And then from there, I imagine we just charge down into getting the very excellent infantry assault. Maybe we'll get them. We'll see. That reminds me, we've got Qin Royal Guard access at level 6 now, so some of us are about to have a total party. Qin Royal Guard are extraordinary and incredibly affordable. Now, it's a little tricky to get to them, but once you get them, oh boy, oh boy. Now, Cao Cao, we need to get in and start taking the land here across the river, because he's about to die soon and I want to get my piece of the pie. Who's going to stand against Yuan Shao? I mean, I guess if I keep on beating all of the people that are fighting him, nobody. Let's get him. Does she need to be commanding? No. Oh, she's got the night battle and stuff, though. And the loot. Well, you know, let's give him the command for speed and movement range and all that. And then we'll swap it around if we need. The great crossbow. Yeah, we don't need White Horse Raiders because we got Sworn Skirmishers now. Which we'll get here. And then the rear guards? Yeah, why not? Why not a few of them? I like them. You know, they've got those crossbows, right? And then if they get in, you know, they're good for the back line. So we don't have too many of the red lancers, so a little bit of green there won't hurt. And then just some standard shielded guys. Oh, well, you know, if we want standard shielded guys, why not? These standard shielded guys to stand up there in the front, and then we'll get a chanter to tie the room together and get a yellow cav for our special girl. And now that's all of it. He's got a battle axe, we'll leave him with it. And we'll give him an elite brown horse. Do we give her Falcon? I mean, I think so. No, we'll just give her a tribal recurve. We want to give Falcon to someone who's not going to have ranged units in the retinue. Because it's going to bind to them. I'm pretty sure the unique bows bind. Yeah, so here we just want to get across the water right now. Yeah, and then we'll just hit him next turn, and then these guys, yeah, and then we'll move on the pass as well. And we might be able to trade Yuan Shao for Luoyong, because it's very, very, you know, low in level. So we'll just see what we can get there. This dude loves me. And so we're just going to move on over this way in that direction, and this army gets juiced up. Get over this way, yeah, for the gale. Just stay here for a second, or no, because we beat up the other army. So I think if we come in here, that's desirable enough.
计谋胜于蛮力。留着他们不过是浪费物资。
Oh, because this guy was like, why would that go so bad? Because this guy's here. Alright, if we besiege it...
深思熟虑。
we got fire arrows, so we very clearly have a devastating victory. Yeah.
快去！
Oh, look at this lady, Queen Wu. Queen who chooses the king. What a lady. My lady Queen Wu is hanging out with a concubine. No, she's not my wife. My girl, you know, it's good. Good to see people living their dreams in the past, right?
快快攻击！
But that, yeah, I think that'll do it for now. This is a good time to end too, right? Because that's the, you know, the last time we'll be fighting north of the river for a while, perhaps. And you know, we'll you know, we've got this conquest of Korea rolling. We've got that. We'll be able to sweep down before too long, or reach an uneasy détente with whoever's on the border. We're still quite far from being able to vassalize anybody. Quite far indeed. But the money's good. Oh, we haven't been checking spies all game long. I love her. We haven't been checking spies all game long, but we got her. I love her. We have her brother in the faction, so it makes sense that she would come here. Yeah. Yeah, this is the brother of the family there, so good stuff. But yeah, so that'll do for now, and if we were to end right now, we would go bankrupt at the end turn. That would be very bad indeed. What do we do? We have a building to cancel. Yes. Because now it's 3.2 that we've got to be at. What did I recruit? What did I go nuts on? Oh, the whole stack over here. I remember. The whole stack. I remember. A little bit of shielded, a whole bunch of ranged. I like it. But yes, that'll do for now. When we return, we'll come back. We'll get some more cool units. We'll get some more cool stuff. I love bandits. Bandits are the coolest, and these horde fact. It's gonna be a while until I lose my enamored nature with these guys. It's super cool. I'm having a great time. And it looks like now we're getting faction-wide raider, so now we're just going to burn down stuff where we are. When you get to the top, you get unruly, which means you can't really command your troops anymore. It's not perfect when that happens. So hopefully, you know, we might just stop fighting for a bit to let the chaos decay. No, you get like negative 200 or so a turn. So if we just don't win a little bit, then we won't get it. But anyway, that'll do for now. I'm gonna go and hang out with the dog a little bit, and then you know, it's on to work and all of that. Maybe we'll play tomorrow. It's hard to say. Probably won't have enough time to really sink our teeth in. Might play tonight for 45 minutes for all I know. But anyway, that's all I've got right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed. The game is Total War 3 Kingdoms. The mod is 190 expanded. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It is just a treasure trove of value, and all for the low price of admission into the game only. The amount of content that we get in this mod pack would have been like 20 DLCs worth of content. It's extraordinary. Like what Ironic and the team have done, Wuhuan with the balance changes, and then like the other guys that make them unique, and like all the other mods that come together to this, like it's truly incredible. I wonder if the people that made this game and got paid to make it look at this and say to themselves, man, what were they paying me for? But anyway, an earth-shattering work of genius and brilliance. This mod reinvigorated my interest for the game, and I still have about 50 factions to play before I get bored. But that's all for right now. I'll just be at work daydreaming about taking over China, and I'll leave you to whatever dream seems best to you. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and maybe I'll see you guys in a later stream or video. Thomas, so good to see you, my friend. So good to see you. Thanks for hanging out this evening for you, and hope you have a good one. Sleep well and all that. 50 in the regular game, I think there's like 16 factions you can play. There's probably like 50. Here, let's go real quick. We saved it. Let's just look at the map, okay? So just for perspective, yeah, like 50. Okay. So this is the map of China. And all of these faces are guys that you can play. Let's look at the categories. All right, so this category, Korean tribes, that's all added in. Northern tribes, that's all added in. A couple of the southern tribes are added in. Bandits and outlaws, I think five of these factions, I think, are added in. Here in the south, basically, I think only one or two of the guys in this whole area is actually playable in the game. And it's like normally like this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy aren't. He is. Not any of these people, though. They're just, like, not in the game at all. This guy is. This guy is. But, like, you know, a couple people here. This guy's not and this guy's not. And, yeah. No, they're, all... This is all a map expansion, so these 5 guys are all new. Yeah. And even the ones that were in the game before are now given improved mechanics, improved unique units, just all better. But yeah. There we go. But that's yeah, if you look at the base game map, I think there's something like 16 warlords you can play in the base game, so I think it's more than 3 times as many. Yeah, so like the show new content, I'm like, where is it? Yeah, I don't even think it says the total number of them, but yeah, they got a lot of, yeah, new units, new people, And there were a lot of people that were generic before, like there was nothing special about them, and now they're all special. Super great. But anyway. Oh, and a little bit of feather in my cap. Look, my name's there. I beta tested, and they wrote my name on the beta testing credits, which is very gratifying and flattering to me. It was a privilege for me to be invited at all, and I was glad to be able to help in the small way that I did, assuming I helped at all. But really pleases me to see that. A real feather in my cap. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Good night, everybody. Or rather, good afternoon. Perhaps I will see you tonight. Later, Ellie. Later, Thomas. I said goodbye to everybody. Later, Wuhuan. Later, Ionian. And see y'all around. I think I've said goodbye about 10 times. They call that a Tarkin goodbye.